No. The answer is no. The answer is absolutely no. So, CBS Sports, and I'm going to go ahead and pull this up real fast. You can see the bottom corner here. It says CBS Sports posted this graphic. Top landing spots for Saquon Barkley. It has the Texans, the Eagles, and us. What? CBS Sports, right? And then, obviously, the odds of where Saquon Barkley is going to land. It has us on this list, but it has us at the very bottom at plus 5,000. Which pretty much chances are it's not going to happen no matter what. Which is where we should be. Honestly, we should be below the Bills. Because, listen, okay? Saquon Barkley is an amazing running back in the NFL. He is one of the best running backs in the NFL. I just want to actually double check his age real fast. He himself has said many times he thinks he is the best running back in the NFL. He's 27 years old. Right? So he probably has another solid 3 years before he starts to fall off. He has... Okay, let me not jump the gun here. He is up there for the most injuries at the running back position. The man gets hurt left and right. After last season, the last thing, and I mean the absolute last possible thing we can afford to happen / go through is paying a free agent big money, right? Because guess what? When you sign Saquon here, he's going to want a 3-4 year contract. He's going to be wanting to make around $20 million a year. And you might say, whoa, come on, man. He's not going to ask for that much. He's the guy who pissed a fit about the franchise tag being $10 million on him. And he wanted to make more than $10 million. And he felt like he deserves more than $10 million. And I'm not saying he doesn't, okay? I'm not saying that he was not right for doing that. I'm not saying that in any way that he should, make less than $10 million. No. My point is, it just shows what he's going to ask for. He's going to want to get paid close to $20 million. Which, can you imagine us paying a running back $20 million? 3 years, most likely. $60 million. He's going to want it fully guaranteed. You already know that's going to be a given. What are we going to do? Cut Joe Mixon? Get rid of Joe Mixon. Pay 2.5 times what Joe Mixon costs to go ahead and get Saquon Barkley. And then there's a chance any given day, any given game, this guy is out for the season. You see the problem here? Spend the money on offensive line. If instead of going Saquon Barkley, use that $20 million or whatever, close to $20 million, sign 7 offensive linemen. I know that's a ridiculous number. That's an out there number. My point is to the principle. Use that money to sign every offensive lineman you can. Because if you're going to go ridiculous and crazy and go out there and try to sign Saquon Barkley for all that money, I'd rather just use it and get a million different offensive linemen that I can just interchange out if they don't work. There's no reason. There's no reason at all. And I think right now, this whole media landscape or media world, when it comes to CBS Sports, ESPN, we have talked about ESPN to lengths. Now, CBS Sports also apparently is joining in on this ruckus, as I would say, because now they're joining in on this stupid crap of, oh yeah, Joe Mixon needs to get cut. Cut Joe Mixon. Get rid of Joe Mixon. Replace Joe Mixon. Replace Joe Mixon, who played every game last year, for Saquon Barkley, who can't stay healthy. Pay a running back 2.5 times what you're paying Joe Mixon. Cut Joe Mixon to get someone who can't stay healthy. Like, guys, if you look at the last 8 or 9, I think it was like the 7 or 8 Super Bowl teams that won the Super Bowl, they aren't paying their running back anything. They pay their running back less than $3 million a year. All these Super Bowl winning teams. And I know for the longest time was actually the quarterback position that was the biggest thing. Like, teams that won the Super Bowl was paying, I think the quarterback was 14% or less against their salary cap. Teams that were winning the Super Bowl. Now it's a little bit different. Now it's the running back position. The point is, you don't pay your running back that much at all, right? That's the winning formula right now in the NFL. And again, I'm not going to sit here and say that running backs don't deserve money. They deserve to be paid as much as they want, right? I 100% will always be pro player and pay them what they want to get paid. And I hope Saquon goes out there and gets $20 million from a team like maybe the Cardinals or something. Or someone else or maybe the Titans, because they're going to get rid of Derrick Henry. I just don't want... We are not in a position that we should do that. We're not a team that is rebuilding and getting ready for an 8-8 season, 9-8 season, or 8-9 season. We're a team that is ready to go win a Super Bowl. And this is a move to go win a Super Bowl. I know the idea of do what the Rams did, where they went all in and they traded everything and they signed everyone and they spent all the money they could to try to win that said year, right? They did. They went to the Super Bowl. They lost to the Patriots. It worked out a couple years later when they beat us. Phantom holding call. Anyway, point is, though, that's a short-term window. You're creating yourself a short-term little effect and saying, we're going to try to win in the next 3 years. No. This is not a short-term thing for us. We're building for the future. We're building for the now and the future. Our Super Bowl windows is available as long as number 9's our quarterback. And the only way you can make number 9 your quarterback forever is by protecting him. Getting him the offensive line we need. Getting guys around him that's going to give him the best chance to succeed. This is not protecting Joe. This is a waste of money. And again, I know this is obvious to a lot of people who watch my content because you guys are smart. You guys know better, right? Everyone who watches my content, I feel like they know better when they see this guy. Like, oh, come on, man. Why would they even say it? But like there is a landscape, right? CBS Sports. And this is not the first time, by the way, I saw that this whole thing with Saquon Barkley going to Bengals was out there. I've seen this before other places too. And it's just like, this isn't even logical. You spend all this money for Saquon Barkley, and you're going to lose DJ Reader. You're already losing Cheeto. You're already losing Tyler Boyd. How are you going to replace these guys? How are you going to get T. Higgins on the contract? CBS Sports, you're literally joining ESPN in this hate mob toward Joe Mixon for no reason. Joe Mixon's coming off a 1,400-yard season. He's fantastic. I do agree that eventually he needs to be replaced. And guess what? We have the guy who eventually replaces him on the roster. We have the guy who's going to eventually take over as the starting running back for this team, and his name is Chase Brown. So, relax. Relax. Peace out, guys.